Welcome back. Got a full docket of calls on the Bordas & Bordas hotline. 412-575-2600 is the number. Anthony in Verona has been waiting patiently. Anthony, you're in the Nightly Sports Call.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm a former baseball coach, and you know what? You have to have your best 8 players on that field defensively. I think David Freese should have been at third. I think Jose Osuna should have been in the outfield. I think Polanco should be on the bench. I think Jasa should be on the bench. Maybe he can platoon with Bell at first. And Diaz should be catching. And if I was them, I'd bring up some of these young kids' pitchers. And just, you just might have a blue chipper there you don't know about because, like you said, that bullpen is horrendous, too. I don't know what your opinion is at.
Oh, yeah, I think it's horrendous. You hit a couple of things that the reason why I smiled at the beginning of that call. First of all, you said you're a former baseball coach, and the first thing you said was the same thing my high school coach used to tell us. He wanted his best 8 gloves on the field. And that was, God, almost 20 years ago. And that still rings out in my head, that he wanted his best 8 gloves on the field. If he had his best 8 hitters, bonus. But he wanted his best 8 gloves, and he wanted his best pitcher out there. Because in his opinion, the team that made the fewest mistakes would be in better position to win the game later on. That was his philosophy. That was his theory. And what we saw today was pretty much the manifestation of that theory, because in the end, the Pirates made more mistakes than the Cubs did. And you're right, because when it comes to defense in certain areas, I'd rather see a Jose Osuna doing what he did yesterday, throwing out 3 guys. Now, granted, that's not something you expect every day, which is pretty ridiculous, by the way. It's the first time you saw outfield assists on back-to-back plays in about 35 years. It happened like a month before I was born. So that shows you just how long it's been. And I'm also showing my age. But still, when you're talking about trying to put your best defense on the field, I know people want to put your best lineup out there, and that's fine. I think there is a way with this team. You can put a lineup out there that probably gives you your best defense and still gives you some offense as well. Having Osuna probably helps. Having Osuna in the lineup probably does that for you. Having Frazier in the outfield as opposed to second base probably does that for you. Having Elias Diaz at catcher probably does that, and having David Freese at third, which puts Josh Harrison at second, probably does that as well. So Anthony hit on a bunch of points that I agree with. Let's go to TJ in North Hills. TJ, you're on the Nightly Sports Call. TJ, what's up?
How you doing? Actually, the guy from Verona. This Ozuna. What is the intention with Ozuna? I mean, what do they want from him?
You mean other than to play occasionally?
I mean, come on. I mean, the guy, he's a big, husky-looking dude here, and he actually impressed me the other night. Obviously, you're just talking about it in the outfield. I mean, don't you think there's somewhere maybe you can put him? I mean, what are they going to do when Marte comes back with a guy like Ozuna? What's he going to do, ride the bench?
Right field. The place you put Jose Osuna? Right field. That's what answers your question. When Starling Marte comes back, Jose Osuna will probably be one of their best bats off the bench. He will probably be an extra bat at first base. He could even be likely sent down to play every day in Indianapolis, kind of like they sent Elias Diaz down to play every day in Indianapolis because for some odd reason they don't want him playing at least 3 or 4 days a week here. That I cannot explain, but that's what I would expect. I would expect when Starling Marte comes back, your outfield will likely be McCutchen, Marte, and Polanco. Maybe some Adam Frazier injected in there. I imagine you'll probably see some Adam Frazier mixed in with Gregory Polanco. That's what I would expect. So that's pretty much what I'm looking forward to. In the meantime, as far as everything else is concerned, does that help the offense? I don't know. I don't know if sitting Jose Osuna every day helps your offense. Just like I didn't know if sitting Elias Diaz every day helped your offense. I didn't know exactly where the mix came. But like I mentioned with the previous caller, there's a way you could put a good defense on this field and still have some opportunity to score runs. Now, at the same time, your guys have to step up and do it. And Joe Starkey had a good mention about this earlier this week on 93.7 The Fan. When do you start holding the players accountable for what they're supposed to be doing? Guys like Gregory Polanco, when is he held accountable? Guys like David Freese or Andrew McCutchen in the first 2 months of the season. At least he turned it around and figured it out. But when you start holding the guys more accountable for what they should be doing, I think that sticks out a lot when you have a team with capable-bodied guys that should be performing for you at a much more consistent clip. Got to take a break. We'll wrap up here. Stick around.
The Allegheny Health Network Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by the Allegheny Health Network and by #1 Cochrane. Go one better.